Hi and welcome back to my channel. We're going to make, as you might have guessed, strawberry cake. This was a staple cake that I've been eating on all birthdays of my fellow classmates throughout my whole childhood. At birthday parties, at family gatherings, all the time when it was spring, there was always strawberry cake. So without further ado, let's get to it. We made up of 3 parts. Part 1, the dough. It's a pâte brisée, so we need 150 grams of sugar, 120 grams of butter, quite cold, 300 grams of flour, a pinch of salt, the zest of a lemon, 1 egg, and 1 egg yolk. Next we have our cream that will come on top of the dough. For that we need 4 egg yolks, 140 grams of sugar, half a liter of milk. You could also do half and half, changing it for half the amount of cream and half the amount of milk, and 45 grams of starch. You can also use some vanilla. I'm going to use vanilla sugar. And about the egg whites, I kept them and I'm going to make an omelette with them later today. Last, we have our strawberries. This is 2 kilos of strawberries for €2, and you can use as many as you wish to put on your cake. So let's begin. So we start by mixing the butter and the sugar together. I put the butter into the microwave for a couple of seconds because it was frozen. But you should use it cold and diced. Now that it's mixed and creamy, we add in the eggs. So we add in the egg yolk and the whole egg. Once again, from the egg yolk, I kept the egg white for further use later on. I'll probably be making an egg white omelette. So we mix it again. As you can see, it's getting quite creamy. That's exactly the texture that we are looking for. Now we add our lemon zest. This is purely for the aroma. You don't need it, so if you don't have any lemons that you at home or that you can use, or if you don't like the taste of lemon zest, you can just skip it. You could do the same with orange peel. It's also for enhancing the aroma. Next up, we mix in the flour. And now that it's too thick and our whisks don't work anymore, you can change the whisks. You can either use a wooden spoon now, or you can use your hands. We're going for our hands. The reason why I use rubber gloves is because I have long nails, and otherwise I would spend the rest of the day trying to remove the dough from under my nails. Now we work the dough with our hands. We're going to look to mix well this loose flour that's still running around. So now that we have a pretty nice bowl, we are going to put it into the fridge for approximately 30 minutes in order for it to get thicker, because now it's quite soft and we want it to be hard. Because if it's hard, it's easier to roll it out. So here we still have some. You can also wrap it in foil or film and place it. I prefer not to use plastic, so I just take it like this and put it into the fridge. So 30 minutes have passed. Here's our ball. Time to bake it. I usually place some parchment paper. This is easier to clean up later, and I don't use any spare butter. And then I do it the super easy way. I just place the ball in and then try to smooth it out more or less evenly. I know there are fancier ways of making this, but it works for me, so. We try to make some sort of a border on the sides of a couple of centimeters. The border is important for the cream because we will be putting the cream on top of the dough once this one is baked. So now we take a fork, if I find one, and we make holes into the dough. This helps to prevent it from rising too much and deforming the whole shape. Just make as many as you wish. A few are enough, but I tend to get super excited and to make too many. And now it goes into the oven for about 20 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. See you in a while. In the meantime, we will be making our cream. For the cream, we will need, as you remember, the milk, half a liter, 45 grams of starch, cornstarch or potato starch are fine, 140 grams of sugar, vanilla sugar or vanilla, and the 4 egg yolks. So now we pour the milk into a pot. If you're using real vanilla, you place the vanilla in the milk and you heat it up on the stove. It should not be boiling, it should just get warm. Alternatively, you can use also the microwave, but I prefer doing it on the stove. While we're waiting for the milk, we mix the sugar with the 4 egg yolks. We add in the vanilla sugar, and mix it some more. Now we wait for the milk. Here's the milk. It is lukewarm. I can touch it with my finger without getting burned. That's what we're looking for. So now I pour in the milk. And I do it little by little, not all at once. Now we transfer it back into the pot because we're going to heat it up. So don't worry if now it looks more like a soup and not like a cream. It's going to change. Now we place the mixture on the stove on a medium heat, and we're going to add the starch. And in this procedure, you want to mix it very well, otherwise you're going to get lumps of starch, little balls of starch, and that's not what we want. Now we bring it to a boil and keep on stirring until it gets creamy. Now you see it's starting to boil and it's starting to get thicker. Now we reduce the heat, otherwise it starts to burn. There you have it. Now we let it cool down a bit and wait for the cake to be done. So while we wait for the dough to be ready, we're going to wash these and we're going to cut them. I'll just cut them in half. See you soon. So here's our strawberry cake. It does not look super pretty, but who cares? It's going to be delicious and I know it. And well, thanks for joining me and thanks for making this cake with me. If you like this video and if you would like to see more videos like this, let me know. And if you enjoyed watching me bake and somewhat fail, remember to subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you, I'm not two people, in the next video. Bye!